You stay up all night rehearsing. You know the whole presentation by heart. The next day, you walk in, you deliver it, and it's a banger. Every line lands the way it did in the mirror. And you finish, look up, crickets, polite nods, a couple of questions you fumble, and you walk out genuinely confused because you nailed it. You prepared everything, except you didn't. You prepared everything you wanted to say, and nothing about the people you were saying it to. And the worst part is, you had no idea that that was the gap. You thought rehearsing harder was the answer. A study led by Karen Huang at Harvard looked at hundreds of live conversations, including speed dating, to find out the best predictor for who got asked back. It wasn't how good looking you were, or how charming, or even how interesting you were. It came down to a surprisingly boring stat: how many follow-up questions you asked. The people who asked more questions about the other person were the ones who got the yes, because asking signals something the other person feels instantly: that you're listening, that you understand them, that you care what they think. The researchers found we don't anticipate this. We assume the way to win someone over is to be impressive, to present well, to talk. So we do exactly what that rehearsal taught us. We walk in armed with what we want to say and unprepared for what they might ask. I saw exactly this with a C-suite executive who was about to address a meeting of potential investors in APAC. Serious money, high stakes. I asked him what he knew about each person he was meeting. He said, their name, their company, their role. That's it. So I asked what he planned to talk about. He said, well, our company and the returns. We sat down. We picked just a couple of people from his list and started digging. Within minutes, we found one investor based in Malaysia had gone to the same university he had in the US. We worked through connection after connection, understood what this investor was actually trying to achieve, whether looking for a tearing success or a reliable place to park their money. He'd been about to walk into rooms full of people he knew nothing about and just talk about himself. So here's what you need to do. Before any high-stakes conversation, run a pre-mortem. Sit down and ask, what does this person actually value? Who are they reporting to? Because it's usually their boss. And you need to know what their boss values. What is their biggest fear, the one thing they're trying to avoid? And then list every objection they could raise and build the answers into the conversation before they have to ask. And don't just prepare your case, prepare questions for them. The follow-up question you ask in the room will do far more for you than the best line you rehearsed. Because confidence isn't about how well you argue your case. It's about how well you understand theirs.